It seems strange to find New Forest ponies on the eastern side of Southampton Water, but here at Merry Stud on Corhampton Down, Sue Shaw keeps 70 to 80 of them, in the kind of luxury which their relations on the thin forest soil would certainly envy. Here are some of the best of the breed, several of them champions, and Sue and her team put time and effort and love into keeping them that way.
Well, I've been with New Forest ponies all my life. The first pony we had when I was 6 years old, my parents gave it me for Christmas, and then it started from there. When I've really grown up with them, really that's my life now. That's nice. Good boy. This is Marmalade. He's our senior stallion. He's 17 years old, going on 18. We had him bred him obviously from a foal, and we bred his mother, and we bred his grandfather and his great-grandfather, so he's a member of the family. Unusual in there. No. Well, we have a suckler herd, we have a Simmental bull, and basically they help pay the bills. Certainly the horses wouldn't pay on their own. And by having the riding school and the ponies to sell, plus the cattle, with three different things to make money from, help. So if one's down, the other hopefully is up, and we just about get by. New Forest ponies, we like them a lot. Obviously I was brought up in the forest, and we find them great fun. We can do everything with our forest ponies that people do with their big horses. In fact, we get some pretty funny looks sometimes when we turn up in these big competitions on our little woolly ponies and beat them at their own job. We try and feed the ponies as far as possible in a long straight line. Then they establish their own pecking order, and the ponies at the beginning of the line are usually the more dominant ones who grab the hay first, and so you have to take the line on quite long rather than putting it around in little clumps where they might kick each other. So if you have a long straight line, the ones that are a bit more frightened will still get their hay when you get to the end.
Deep in the woods beside Corhampton Down, Jimmy Zimmerman works and makes his living as a carpenter and furniture maker. Jimmy's family goes back for generations as farm workers in Weimar in East Germany. He was an infantryman during the German retreat in France in 1944, was captured and ended up in England as a prisoner of war. He's been here ever since, half a century now, and has never gone home.
Well, what you need most is common sense, to know what you do, how you do it. On the same time, you've got to be interested in the job. It's not good taking the job if you're not interested in it. So you've got to know what you're doing, and then at the same time you've got to show a bit of interest in it. It's my own idea, my own design. So, and I've never been trained to do the job. I just picked it up. I used to be a farm worker. When we sold the farm, thought to myself, I go in wood business. And this is what I done. I get done it out of my head and started the business up.
Where's this one got to go to then?
It goes to Swarmore.
Oh, is it? What, where I took the others?
Yeah. You get up now, I'll hold them.
Oh, yeah, give me all the hard job.
That's all right, easy for you.
This one seems bigger or something. Jimmy, don't want to fit.
No, yes, it's the legs is a bit awkward. It's the same size. That's it, you fitting all right.
Now there's a bench, isn't there?
Yeah, go in the same place, Swarmore.
Right out.
We only sell our stuff under recommendation. If anybody wants anything, he can come, pick it up straight away, and take it. This is live.
Right. Right.
Go first.
Right up. Mind you.
The things I make go all over the country. We send them even up to Scotland, Wales, all over the place. And for anybody who wants them, can come and get them.
Stop for a cup of tea, but I'm going to get off.
Yeah, well, this is a nice country to live in, and this is a nice part of the country to live inside. You get everything you want right here. It's a nice scenery, and even summer or the winter, this is lovely here. All right, Jim. See you then. Bye-bye. See you when he gets back.
Corhampton boasts a handsome village shop and post office, where Rosie Miners from Meonvale Farm works while her husband looks after their cattle and does some contract milking.
2 brown rolls, Emily.
Oh, hello, Emily.
Hello, Victor, darling.
Some rolls for lunch.
Yes, get for me tea.
You picked up one without a price, Emily.
I'm sorry.
You make my life very difficult. Sweetie?
Yes.
I think the village shop is like the village school and the church. It is the centre of the village. You take the village shop away and you've taken its heart away.
No.
2.65.
What, for two tomatoes and
Yes,
this?
yes, Emily, 2.65.
It is very muddy. The ground's poached. I let Duval and Florence come into the house, but this time of year it's a bit difficult because they don't tend to stop and wipe their trotters on the mat nicely. Had some children here recently eating popcorn. They put it down on the floor and the pigs came in and polished it off, and I sort of had visions of them going home to tell their parents that the 2 pigs had come and eaten all their popcorn and them getting smack bottoms for telling the story. But I do enjoy having them. One day I'd like to breed from Florence.
Go on. Go on.
Farming out here is very lonely, especially in November and December, January when the weather's cold and it's raining. There are lots of times in summer when the sun's high and we're out making hay and straw, and it makes up for the times when it is cold. The cows tend to like the sun, like all of us, but I think, as long as it's not driving rain, when it's driving rain I feel sorry for them. They huddle up under the hedge and we try to get them in. If it's very, very bad weather, keep them in.
The miners work hard and long days to earn their living, and even at home, Rosie puts in extra hours making colourful, intricate and detailed cross-stitch tapestries, each of which takes hundreds of hours and tens of thousands of stitches.
My cross-stitch addiction started in April 1992, when I was doing my weekly shop and saw a little kit on the front of a magazine. It was some Easter ducks in a card, and I made the card and I gave it away to somebody, and then I moved on to other things. The cottage I've stitched recently is my sister's cottage in Stapleford, and it's 54 different colours, and at least half of those are shades of grey. I was getting a bit fed up with grey, 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 and sometimes I thread up the needle and only need to do one stitch of one colour. And when I came to do some red in it, which was 9 stitches and the whole thing, I was quite excited because I'd actually come across a different colour.
If you're looking for physical exhilaration, a cold November day high on Corhampton Down is the place to be in Hampshire, with the prospect of a good log fire and a hearty supper ahead of you. But that old pessimist Thomas Hood, who wrote his poems in the first half of the 19th century, would have none of it. No sun, no moon, no morn, no noon, no dawn, no dusk, no proper time of day, no warmth, no cheerfulness, no healthful ease, no comfortable feel in any member. No shade, no shine, no butterflies, no bees, no fruits, no flowers, no leaves, no birds, November. Maybe he lacked warm clothes and boots, or perhaps he'd had a row with his wife that day. But on an early winter afternoon, with the sky washed clear by recent rain and the clouds racing in from the west, the Hampshire hills will cheer the sourest temper, provided that you're sufficiently unspoilt to find your satisfaction in the simple and enduring things that are still on offer in the English countryside in every season.